manager, she had called me like, DJ Holiday out there, like, you know, they gonna get you on the list. We're gonna get you on the list to go in and see. And I'm like, that's dope.
Yeah.
You know, so I came out. DJ Holiday showed me love. I was on stage. OT.
Was that Goldroom?
Yeah, Goldroom.
Yeah. Shout out to Goldroom.
Yeah, it was lit in there.
Goldroom's a great spot.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Great spot. Shout out to Goldroom. Shout out to the Bill.
For real, for real.
Yeah. So
It ain't that I can't stop, it's that I won't stop. I made a few plays off a flip, now I'm on top. I'm Southside Chief, homie, yeah. What you know about it? Lake Street legend CEO, not the co-founder. What you wanna know about me? I'm so cursed up, I'm the last man standing, but I went first up. Most hated, they don't say it when I roll up. The things that people say about me, they don't say close up. Check it, I ain't been to the booth in a minute. Niggas hate the fact that I'm winning. Who makes him the chief of the south side? Oh my nigga, I'm not a lieutenant. When I was in the gym, you wasn't in it. FaceTime so my windows is tinted. If I said that shit, then I meant it. Niggas gave me the rules and I bent it.
We live? Alright, another episode of Minnesota's #1 daily show live on Lake Street. Special guest in the building, we got RNF BIGZ.
What's good?
Welcome, man. Welcome. So, can we continue what we were just talking about real quick?
Yeah.
I want to start. So, you were at the Wolves game last night.
Yeah, I was there.
The play-in game.
Yeah.
Now we won.
Yeah.
We smoked them, as we should.
Blew him out.
But you were talking specifically about Rudy Gobert.
Man, what was that man doing last night? I don't know.
What's crazy is his stat line was good.
Yeah, I was like, they forced that man to look good. They kept feeding him the ball. Like, he had so many free throws. I said he should have had 30 points.
Bro, it's even like when he dunks it, it's soft.
Yeah.
It's like but what's crazy, I think the craziest thing is like the visual of it, is it looks like he's about to just yam. And then just feather drops it. It's like, what?
I'm like, they barely tapped your hand. I was like, that man, like 7'5". He out there, he out there acting like he can't see the rim. Like, I'm like, what is he on?
And sometimes he looks like he moves like a baby deer.
Yeah, that man like.
But then out of nowhere, you'll see him throwing behind the back, going around somebody. And
like that's why, like, he playing. I'm like, well, he's saving his energy for the playoffs or something.
Maybe, I don't know. Like, there's no doubt he's a really good basketball player, but the way he goes about it is so soft.
Somebody was next to me like, man, he moved like a robot.
He really does. He really does.
He got AI tendencies. You know
he really does. I mean, I don't know. I like him. I like him on this team.
Yeah.
Because he don't have to be 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Or even 3, really.
Nah, yeah, he definitely was making some. I was like, get the double-double.
Yeah, go get it. Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, we need him.
Did you end up with it?
We're not doing anything against Denver without him.
Yeah.
It's not happening. It's not happening.
Nah, he got to put up them points like he was doing last night.
So you were at the game though. You had a good time?
Yeah, it was cool. That was like my first basketball game ever.
Oh, really?
First time in
the NBA arena?
NBA, yeah.
All right. I mean, you picked a good one.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Energy was cool?
Yeah, energy was dope.
Yeah. Yeah, man. When the Wolves fans are on, it's a fun place to be.
Yeah.
It's a fun place to be.
That was on point. Yeah. That boy Edwards is nasty.
He is. He's on his way, maybe being the best player to ever put on a Wolves uniform.
Yeah.
He's got some work to do. Actually, he's got a lot of work to do. Because we're talking about KG.
Yeah.
Passing up KG is not going to be easy. But he's on his way. And people forget he's only 21.
Yeah.
He's still a kid. He's on his way though. So man, let's talk about you. So you said you move around a lot, so you're not in Minnesota necessarily, but talk to me about your experience in Minnesota. Like how are you living here? What do you see? You think we got a good how's the entertainment scene here?
It's kind of like a lot of places that I've been. As far as I was in Kansas City a long time, it's kind of needs some work. It definitely needs some work, but I see like a lot of artists I met, they've been showing love, support, and it just seems like overall, it's like it's so many talented artists out here, so it's like, why isn't it like blowing up? Like, I listen to some people and I'm like, definite star.
Yeah.
And it's like,
give me a couple names. I mean, I'd love to know who you think, who you see.
Now, I'm not too deep on it, but as far as like the people I met, I say Carson Blue,
star,
BIGZ, my guy CJK, the villain. That man is talented.
Yeah.
Shoot videos, make hard tracks, engineer. You know, it's a lot of people that's doing that out here too. It's a lot of them that's like really like, that's what I learned. Now I got my own studio set up. I'm not, you know what I mean? Because it's like a lot of people are artists, free guy savvy. You know what I mean?
He's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Carson though, star.
Yeah.
If you don't see her, she's a star. I don't know what you're looking at.
Definitely.
She's a star. She's one of them.
She's hot.
To me, she's in that, like, she might not be necessarily, I mean, I don't, if somebody, let's say I sat down and had a conversation with Leo Cohen or some big exec at a really big record label, right? She's a name that I'm mentioning.
Yeah.
Like, there's probably like 3 or 4 artists that I'm mentioning, like, to represent what I would want a big record exec to see.
Yeah.
If they said, what's going on in Minnesota? She's one of the ones I'm letting them know about. For sure.
I think I definitely need to be one of them. I'm putting in some more work.
Yeah.
But when people start diving into my catalog and seeing how we really, the people that know me, they know. They like, oh yeah, Biggs.
I mean, I did some research. You definitely got something. It's
yeah.
good. Yeah, there's so many artists out here, bro. It's so hard to keep up with.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Female artists, there's a lot of them out here. Like some places, you don't see that many female artists that are actually like dope. Sky by the Way, you know what I mean? It's a few of them out here that I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We got some.
Yeah.
We got some, man, for sure.
Definitely. I'm trying to work with a lot of the artists out here. Really, like, I'm open to working with artists. I don't have no big ego like that. It's just, I like to make hits. We got to be making some hits.
Yeah. What you do if you reach out to one of them artists you just named and they try to charge you? You paying? You paying?
Yeah, I mean, I want to spread it around. Don't get confused if you hit me, then I charge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I definitely worth the money. You know what I mean? But yeah, I work with some artists already. I work with, like I said, I work with OL Visions. I work with CJK. I work with Free Guy Savvy. I got some tracks with him. I'm trying to get some tracks with V's. I'm trying to get a track with Carson. We working on something. I gotta.
How did you link with all
put
that?
it together? Well, I'm observative, and I peeped the scene for a little bit, and then I kind of started diving in. I was blessed to find some people who already like were doing some things, so they put me in rotation. They was like, you know, go here, and I started getting a lot of people like I was with Baker from KMOJ.
Yeah.
I used to be at Jammin' Wings all the time. Like every week.
Yeah.
And they'd be playing my songs and stuff like that. So from there it kind of grew. Really my barber, Kev the Barber. Shout out Kev the Barber, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Styles Cuts, Barber Lounge, for real. Like I've been going there since I came down here. And they real cool people. They show a lot of love. Like, you know, you gotta bring it to the barbershop. They play my music in there.
Yep.
So he introduced me to V's. V's used to go there and get his hair cut. And like once we met, we connected. It was a cool vibe. Bro just started taking me everywhere to different spots, putting me on performances. I was doing a lot of shows. I've been doing a lot of shows. Like I was at the barbershop. They told me you ain't a Minnesota artist if you ain't did Red Sea. I did Red Sea a few times now. Like. It's like I feel like I'm known but unknown.
What you think about Red Sea?
They got. I think the setup has potential to be, but it's like I don't know how the vibe will work out. Like it needs to be more packed, more open. Like, and then I think like how they run it. Like sometimes I've seen some shows. It was pretty packed in there. So I think I don't know. I can't really. You know.
Yeah. I think it's true. I think it's artist boot camp. You gotta go there.
Yeah.
You gotta go. That's where a lot of careers start, for sure. If you haven't done Red Sea, yeah, he's probably right.
Yeah, a lot of the spots. I'm trying to get some bigger spots and stuff. It's more like I'm trying to be more known than unknown. I feel like I'm known unknown. Like people like know of me. They like that dude, but they don't really like, you know.
For sure.
That's
they're gonna know you now.
Yeah.
Like you're live on Lake Street now.
Exactly.
Now they're gonna know. So I also saw you linked up with OT Genesis.
Yeah. him and DJ Holiday was out here a couple nights ago or whatever.
It was on Easter, right? Or not before Easter?
Yeah.
Last week.
Yep. They pushing a single No Stress, and my manager, she had called me like, DJ Holiday out there, like, you know, they gonna get you on the list. We're gonna get you on the list to go in and see. And I'm like, that's dope.
Yeah.
You know, so I came out. DJ Holiday showed me love. I was on stage. OT.
Was that Goldroom?
Yeah, Goldroom.
Yeah. Shout out to Goldroom.
Yeah, it was lit in there.
Goldroom's a great spot.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Great spot. Shout out to Goldroom. Shout out to DeVille.
For real.
Yeah, man. So, did you get to perform too?
I didn't get to perform, but I was on stage with them. I was in the VIP.
That's like a badge of honor though for people too. Like you want to talk about like Red Sea is important, but performing at Goldroom, that's a badge of honor.
I got my music played in there before.
That's dope too.
A few times,
Yeah.
like, you know. So I was like,
who played your music?
I can't remember the DJ at the time.
Okay.
Shout out to all the DJs out here. They really kind of been showing me love too. DJ Ones, he played my stuff at a couple spots. There's a few DJs out here that I'm like, oh, okay, they approachable.
Yeah.
You can, you know what I mean? They ain't like some places you like, hey, I'm an up and coming artist. They like $400. You know what I mean? Send me the song. I can't play it right now. I'm sorry. I gotta check. You know what I mean? They like real. But out here, it's kind of like they approachable. They like, oh, okay, well, send it to me after, and I'll check you out. If you dope, I'll give you a shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somebody told me holler at the DJ before the night started rolling. That was some good advice.
That's definitely good advice, for sure. This is interesting to hear you talk about kind of your Minnesota experience, because I feel like this is not what I would expect somebody that isn't necessarily ingratiated into Minnesota culture to say.
Yeah.
You were saying good things. I
Oh,
feel like most
yeah,
people. I
like,
feel like most people got bad things to say.
the craziest part is that Minnesota's been nothing but positive for me. Like,
That's great.
I've been to a few places though. I've been in Kansas City. I've been in Texas. So I've been in some areas, you know, some spots where it gets hectic or whatever, and you hear that about here, and you see it. But at the same time, they don't talk about all the love that gets showed out here. Like, I think it's more like what you put out.
That's
Like, I came up here on some. I had a bad time in Texas, you know what I mean? I don't want to go too deep into that, but it was just more negative. I was
What happened in Texas?
You know, I was focused on the wrong things. I wasn't chasing the music. I was distracted. You getting the street stuff. You getting doing all of this, and then you like, man, I'm tired of going to jail.
Yeah.
I'm not getting no money. I'm broke.
Yeah.
That shit ain't fun. Like, nigga, I'm broke. I can't even hire no lawyer. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah, jail costs money. Not only do you lose your freedom, but that shit costs you money.
time.
They take your money.
Even more
they charge,
important than
They
what?
charge you to take your freedom.
Yeah, but they take your time too.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
worse.
that's even worse. It's
Yeah.
like I would have been all of this, been all of that, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lot of Michael Jordans in jail. It's a lot of top artists
Yeah.
that, you know what I mean? That
Yeah.
path will slow you down. So I was like, man, I gotta shake from about of that. But
That's
when I
good,
came
that's
up
good.
here, I was like, you know, I ain't want to come up here because I ain't want to be in the cold. Texas is warm. I was down there, but I was like, damn, I guess I get into more trouble when it's warm. I need to, and then we go and have a split of that
It's
time.
about to be warm here, so
Yeah.
chill out.
You know, but I got the cold on my back, so I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna enjoy the warm now. You know what I mean? It's a split of it, and like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna admit, like, I was kind of talking shit last year on the winter. Like, I was like, cause it was lighter, so I was like, oh man, this what niggas be talking about. I can do this.
When they pulled up and slapped you in the face.
This year,
That's fun. That's hilarious.
man, I was on the airplane and they turned the airplane around in the air. They like, nope, you're not going to
we're
Minnesota.
not going there.
It was in like the first snowstorm. They like, no, I had to go back to Atlanta. Got stranded at the airport. They was like, nah. One of the planes like slid off the runway. They was like, I said, I ain't never. This is like a car. I felt like a kid. Like we got in trouble. We turned this bitch around.
That's crazy.
They took us back. I was like, nah. Yeah,
Only Minnesota can do
it's not no joke. You
Only
know what I
Minnesota
mean?
can do
I've
that.
been in 2 car accidents in like the last 4 months.
In the winter here?
Yeah. People can't drive, man.
That's a fact.
They've been hitting me.
Damn. No, that's a fact. People every year,
Man.
no matter how long you've been here, every year they seem to forget.
I had to remember. I was like, grew up in Kansas City, so I seen some snow, but
Yeah.
but like once I started driving again, I'm like, oh yeah, you will slide the fuck out. I'm like, oh yeah, hold on. You can't take this shit lightly. Like in Texas, you get a little black ice, but you don't get none of that.
So don't forget. Remember this year. Don't be talking about crazy people. It hears you. The winter hears you.
Oh yeah.
So talk to me about RNF. What is RNF?
RNF is Rich and Famous.
Okay.
That's the name of the whole brand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to be in a group called Rich and Famous, and it was me and another artist in Kansas City, and we just kind of outgrew that group. It was kind of more like I like to do more solo stuff, but we were still friends. We still cool to this day. But I was like, I didn't want to let it go. I was like, kind of rock with that. And then, you know, when I was doing a little bit of rebranding, I was like, RNF BIGZ, because I always been BIGZ. That was my, you know what I mean? That's just my name. Not even on no music shit, but like, so I was like, you know what? I said RNF BIGZ. That sounds dope. It was kind of like in the beginning of when everybody was doing
the acronym.
Yeah,
NBA
it was
Youngboy, the YNW Mellies.
I did it around the right time, so I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say that. I think, and it still works. You still see some youngins come out with the acronym.
Yeah, but yeah, it's Rich and Famous BIGZ.
Okay.
That's just, you know, I don't want to confuse them.
So you took the torch and ran with Rich and Famous, and now
he got his own winning team. That's his brand now.
Okay.
So yeah.
So what is like? You know, I see the hoodie.
Yeah.
I see the sweatsuit. All that.
Yeah.
That is that the brand name as well for the clothing line, or what's the clothing line?
Yeah, the clothing line is Rich and Famous Wear.
Okay.
You know, it's kind of its own separate thing. It's kind of grew out of just being out here in Minnesota. Like, I had the logo, I was using it, you know, for my music, and then like a friend of a friend was like, they printed shirts, and they was like, that would be a dope logo, and I already knew that, but I was like, and he printed me a couple of them, and I was like, yeah, he was like, my kids love it, like everybody love it, like this could be big. I'm like, I know. You know what I mean?
So the gator has always been it.
Yeah, it was like a while back I had seen a gator on like the internet, like a vector, and I contacted the artist in California and like bought the rights to use it. So then I took that design, took it to a graphic designer, had to make me a design out of that one. It was kind of, you know what I mean? It was kind of light. It wasn't this.
Yeah.
So I took that logo to another graphic designer, had to make this off of that, and I was like, yeah, this.
So the gator was kind of raw, and then you had to add the chain and the mic and then the Nikes and shit like that.
Yeah, I had a prototype version where it's like the head was like forward. It looked just like a cartoon still.
Okay.
And this one kind of bring it to life, brought it to life.
I like it. I think it's great. It's great. So what's the plans for the clothing line?
We're gonna launch a full run here soon. I'm getting everything all together. I'm gonna get it made locally.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna be available for sale. I got a website where you can get some merch on there, but it was with a manufacturer, so it was like, I don't know. People didn't really like that approach too much, even though people like the internet. But nowadays, it seems like when you're up and coming, people want it right now. Right now. This is especially this. When you're in their face, they're like, I want that. They expect you to like.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's different. Like if you're ordering something from Nike, you can wait.
You know,
But if you know the guy that's making it, it's like, what am I waiting for?
Yeah, especially
I come over to your house right now.
It's like, why should I get your brand when you tell them they gotta wait a week?
Yeah,
they're like, I gotta.
That's kind of corny though. Like, we shouldn't do that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you want to support somebody, but at the same time, if it's like, if I was trying to get you as a part of my business and you're up and coming and I just walk up to you and I'm like, hey, I do this, you're going to be like, okay, let me get that or let me check it out.
True.
And if I don't have it and I'm like, give me a week or two, I'm going to get back to you with it. Yeah,
that's a good point. You're right. That's a good point.
So I seen that and I was like, you know what? I gotta definitely do something. So I did a small little run and then those were all gone. So I was like, okay, so I'm going to launch a full launch here in the next few months.
Okay.
And take over. You know what I mean? Bring it in front where people can get it, because it's more not just that it's my brand, that it's actually a brand that looks good. Kids love it.
For sure.
You know, people love it because they're comfortable. You know what I mean? I wear this every day.
Yeah. You should. What's the meaning behind the gator?
I'm a party animal.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, it's like my inner animal is like you know, a gator. If you think tough skin, you know, you think things like that, and everybody been through a lot. So I definitely been through a lot, and it's like, but at the same time, it's like he fresh. You know what I mean?
It's your spirit animal.
Yeah, I came up.
I like it definitely. So what about the music career? Like, are you? I mean, where's your focus lie? Is it music or is it fashion?
It's
Where is
music.
Music
Music is my passion. Music is my love. It's like, I rather the music. That's why I kind of don't like all the some stuff. Just like, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta be a TikTok superstar to do this. But it's like, I understand it. People want to get to know you. It's like, who are you? Yeah. Some people are just like doing this to catch on with TikTok. I don't believe in that. I'm like, I'm naturally funny. I'm naturally like into comedy. I like funny shit. Somebody come bust their ass, I'm laughing. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I might be in some serious. You can be serious, but it's like, anybody know me know that it's nothing but laughs and jokes.
Yeah, I mean, we do live in an era where the importance of social media is, I mean, like, it's high. I mean, it's borderline the number one thing. If you want to make it in the entertainment industry, like, you have to have that presence. You could be an anomaly. Like, there's a few people that pull it off without that, but it's so rare. Like,
no, I agree with giving them insight into you, but I'm saying, like, some stuff is like they faking it for it. It's like, you're not even like that. Like, when you meet him, it's like, oh man, you're a good person, but on here, you would have swore you was a demon. You know what I mean? You would have swore you was this, but it's not.
Yeah,
you know
I mean,
what I mean?
I go back and forth with that. I mostly understand now that I view social media as Disneyland. It's just a place to go to have fun, and I think people take it too serious.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
Because at the end of the day, here's what I realized. Like, I'm not fake on the internet. Like, I don't pretend to be like a gangster or like crazy or whatever, but I definitely put on I don't want y'all to know my personal life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when I go home at the end of the day, like, that's my wife, my kids, my dogs, my house. Like, that's not what I want to put on the internet. So I kind of understand, like, if it's in the name of entertainment, I understand, like, trolling. I understand
entertainment is one thing, but then
I understand all. Like, I kind of.
But then when it comes leaks into real life, then don't complain.
I agree with that.
Don't be like, whoa, did that? Well, you know.
I agree with that. I agree.
That's
the weird part. That's where that line is, like, if you're gonna do the 6ix9ine shit on the internet, then you can't cry and sue people when they beat your ass in a bathroom. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm cool with the antics. I'm cool with him doing all that shit. But then shut the fuck up when you get beat. Like, that's what's gonna happen to you. You knew that was gonna happen to you.
That shit is wild anyway. Like, I mean, I don't know. I consider myself more a stand-up type nigga, to where it's like, I don't want to get into all of that. I'm not gonna get into all of that. Like,
you don't want to do. Yeah. I mean, choosing not to is one thing, but there are other routes you can go too.
Oh, but you know, we live. We definitely live. Like, I definitely turn up. We having fun. We cracking jokes. I'm more into that. I'm just saying, like,
for sure. That's a whole nother lane. That works too. That lane works too. The funny shit works too. The beef shit works too. The trolling shit, that all works. I mean, it all works. There's a lane for all of it, but I do think that you gotta have something. You gotta have something going on. Otherwise,
it's one of those things. It's tricky because you'll speak on some shit, and then you'll have all kind of shit on you, and you like, well, I always be like, why you speak on that?
Yeah.
Why you get in that man business? They asked you, and you know what I mean? You felt so that you had to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm I'm not speaking on that. Because you see, there's some people that they don't never get into nothing. They don't have no problems. They don't. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's very true. But I feel like you got to get your money up first.
Yeah.
Before you can separate yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
That's kind of how I feel. It's like you got to figure out a way for people to know you. And I'm speaking purely on entertainment industry.
Yeah, but I heard that like
if you're a banker.
I heard somebody tell me that like now like you have everything, the total package. You need some controversy, and I'm like.
Yeah, I mean controversy. Maybe you could do it. I mean you got. I mean, is that something that
you want to be known for the controversy or known for your, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I think the problem that people run into sometimes is they do the controversy and then follow it up with nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you're going to use the controversy, then use it. Don't just start shit and then that becomes your persona.
Yeah, you better have
some shit.
Have some. My music speaks for itself. My personality, like, you know what I mean. Everybody know me everywhere. When I'm on stage, it's not half-assed. It's like, and I work hard, so I feel like that hard work and the personality gonna take me everywhere. Cause I've been all around, and I'm not gonna lie, things start connecting now. Like I'm like meeting industry people, and that's all I ever wanted. I don't want the fake shit. Is what I mean. Like the fake views, the fake streams, the fake like. I mean, you spend like a year just weaving through fake shit. Like I was like, I really want to do this. I don't want to be a artist in my mind, but it's like this nigga like, give me $500.
He said an artist in my mind. That's the best way you could have put that.
Yeah,
that's exactly what you're doing.
Give me $500. I'm gonna get you and you just want to make it. That's the worst part, I think. Like,
and you won't make it like that.
No, they be like crushing people's dreams because you're like, why am I not gaining no fans? You're like, I spent $10,000.
You're not buying fans.
You know what I mean?
You're paying for somebody to click a button that says 15,000 streams.
So it's like you gotta. I'm like, I just give me the real shit. I don't even care.
I agree with that.
A lot of times people be like, I'm a risk taker. So it's like they like, bro, you just so and so just man, fuck them. If I gotta put that money out there, I'm gonna find what I need to find, and I'm gonna do what I need to do. Like, y'all not stopping me because oh man, you know what I mean?
We're getting into a time now too where most people can tell when your shit's fake.
Yeah.
It's not difficult to tell. You know what I mean? Like you could see like we've had people come up here and do interviews.
That shit gotta be good.
It does 200 views in the first 12 hours, and then all of a sudden it's 10,000.
Yeah. Your shit gotta be something too. That's one thing. It gotta be substance. Cause I sit there and sometimes you'll be strolling and you'll see some blue face shit, and it's like you'll sit there and you'll watch that shit for a second. You like that shit just caught me. You like damn.
Yeah.
I was watching that shit. You know what I mean?
See, Blueface is a prime example though. Like I think that's really him. I don't think he's trolling.
That's what I mean.
His personality.
That's what I mean. He just is him, but it's also entertainment.
And he's choosing to put it out there to the public.
Yeah.
Because he could not turn his phone on and just talk that shit to his people.
But it's entertaining. Like you can see the nigga. Like I said, it's got to be good. Because this be some shit, and you'll be like, you're not interested in it. You instantly go past that.
Yeah.
But then it's like some shit. You're like, damn, I just watched this nigga make a whole fucking casserole. Like I'm not even into cooking, but that shit looked good as fuck. You know what I mean? Like,
sure.
You know what I mean? So many times. I'm like,
yeah, man, it's tough. It's tough to do it organically, but I think it is the best move. It is the best move. You definitely, if you're gonna do some internet shit, you gotta have a personality for it. Because you can't, you know what I mean? Like, you want people to come back.
Yeah.
And you want to give people a reason to go to where you want them to go, which is watch your video, listen to your music, buy your shirt. You gotta have, you know what I mean? Like, are you just bringing people in to watch you talk shit? Because that probably ain't gonna take you that much.
Oh yeah, you definitely gotta have you gotta organize. Like that's what I learned, and I see like when artists say like, I work hard, I put that work. When you start doing it, you see like, no, it's a lot more to that.
Most people are lying when they say that.
Yeah, but it's a lot of shit that goes into it. You're like, it's not just going to the studio and it's like, hold on, I gotta actively reach out and try to find some ways, some avenues, and it's through those things to where your break comes from. It's to those things. Like I used to do artist development when I was in Kansas City at this label, and they used to teach us all about your mechanical rights and stuff like that. And the guy was telling me, we went on a light little tour, and he was like, "You want 1 million followers? You need to meet 1 million people." And I was like, "That's a gym." He's like, "You just going around and shaking people's hands, like, you know, you're gonna meet 1 million people, and maybe you meet. There's so many people here. Maybe you meet 5.
Yeah.
And by the time you meet that 5, that's when you start. You may get 500,000, and the rest is word of mouth. You know what I mean? So you gotta be out amongst the people. You can't, like, the internet does do some things for you. It helps a lot, but I feel like it's still both. The artists that are doing the things, like, you gotta be out here with the people, and to the point to where they run to the internet and be trying to see what you got going on and checking your music out and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think you're right. I also think that there isn't one or even just 10 ways to get where you're trying to go. There's 100.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What works for you might not work for somebody else. What works for them might not work for you.
Yeah.
And vice versa.
I agree with that, because it's like those windows be so small to where it's like, okay, everybody, niggas hit off SoundCloud. Now everybody ran to SoundCloud, but now it's like, it's not happening.
People still use SoundCloud?
I think they got SoundCloud pages. I don't know, like, if they, I don't know if they really.
Hey, anybody that's watching this in the comments, let me know. Do you ever open your SoundCloud app and listen to music? I need to know. I need to know if y'all are still out there.
There's so many apps to listen to music on, though. You be like, I'm like, some people still listen to that, and some people use Audio Mac and all these things. I was like, damn, it's a lot
Anybody that uses Audio Mac also. I need to know. Do you open Audio Mac and press play on the music? I need to know. So we need to wrap, man. But before we wrap, can you just give me, what are we looking out for? What do you got out now? What's coming soon? All that.
Oh, yeah. I've been dropping a lot of singles. I'm pushing my single Whole Lotta. I got a video up on my YouTube page. You can find me everywhere at RNF BIGZ, RNF BIGZ. So you go check the video out. Shout out OL Productions, OL Visions. He shot my video. And he shoots most of my videos. Like, I want to reach out and get to some more cameramen. Like, tap in. Like, hey, I'm down to work. I don't even care, you know what I mean? We're going to spend that money, but I'm trying to tap in with a lot of people. But yeah, I'm pushing a whole lot of. Check out my singles. I'll be dropping a lot of singles right now. We just stay working. I got a lot of stuff in the vault, but
okay. Tell them where to find you.
You can find me. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm really on all platforms at RNF BIGZ.
Okay. Well, shit, man. I appreciate your time.
I appreciate your time.
I'm gonna be on the lookout, and hope everybody else is too.
Yes, sir.
That's it, man. Another episode of Minnesota's #1 daily show live on Lake Street. I'm Jay Faircloth. Follow me everywhere at Jay Faircloth1.
How you feel about it?
It ain't that I can't stop, it's that I won't stop. I made a few plays off a flip, now I'm on top. I'm Southside Chief, homie. Yeah. What you know about it? Lake Street legend CEO, not the co-founder. What you wanna know about me? I'm so churched up. I'm the last man standing, but I went first up. Most hated, they don't say it when I roll up. The things that people say about me, they don't say close up. Check it, I ain't been to the booth in a minute. Niggas hate the fact that I'm winning. Who makes him the chief of the south side? Well, my nigga, I'm not the lieutenant. When I was in the gym, you wasn't in it. FaceTime, so my windows is tinted. If I said that shit, then I meant it. Niggas gave me the rules and I bent it. Same nigga that was trapping while I was suspended. You wasn't in them hallways banging, boy, you wasn't in it. Really a genuine nigga, homie, don't get offended. From East Lake, South Murder, I'm just it ain't that I can't stop, it's that I won't stop. It ain't that I can't stop, it's that I won't say. It ain't that I can't stop, it's that I won't stop. I made a few plays off a flip, now I'm on top. I'm Southside Chief, homie. What you know about it? Southside Chief, homie. Now what you know, look, I'm Southside Chief, homie. What you know about it? Lake Street legend CEO, not the co-founder. What you wanna know about me?